Mind light allows the caster and those nearest to him to see in the dark. Oh, there you go. Howdy folks, it is the Command Line Volpine here, and welcome back to Let's Play Call of Saregnar. So, let's check our quest log here. Which says you can prepare a cure for the feverish farmer, but she needs bolomane, ormanus, harigo root. So we have to find all these. I don't know how much more there is to this game in the demo right now. But let's try to finish this part at least. So we know this lady up here has one of the things we need. Not really sure where we'll find the rest. I don't know if they're actually like out here in the world for us to find, or if we have to talk to specific people. Let's talk to you again. Your outfit from behind doesn't look like your outfit from the front. Blessings, human. Did you need anything else? The healing herbs. Those sound a bit far-fetched, but we are desperate to find a number of very specific herbs to treat a feverish man. I mean, I know you have ormanus, but we also require bolomane and harigo root. William must favor you because I carry all three on my person, but I must ask you, is the man in dire need? Yes, let's say he's got 1 foot freezing in Aldenhale's snowy halls already. Without hesitation, Lynn reached for the bundle of ormanus and snipped a few buds off the ends. Then she reached into her bag and purposely picked 2 of the small pouches supposedly containing the remaining herbs. Here, take these and don't delay. You can pay for them when you visit me in Urginen, alright? Thank you, Lynn. May the gods favor you. Okay, that was simpler than I thought it would be. See, she had a red shirt on from the front. Maybe it's under the coat. Doesn't matter. Look at that sun go. Actually, is it only moving when we're moving? I think it's only moving when we're moving. It is. Interesting. It moves fast when we're moving, though. Especially when we're sprinting. Okay, well, we figured it out just by looking at the sun. That's weird. It's interesting, though. Let's see, are we taking it to the... We're taking it to the witch, right? She's got to make a potion out of it first, right? Hold on. Yeah, take them back to the witch. Just want to be sure. Since it might actually be time sensitive, since time is fixed, which means shortcuts are probably important. It would take more observations to figure out if the roads are helping or not. We have the herbs you asked for, Huon said, producing 3 pouches out of his backpack. Good, she replied simply and took the herbs. The moment disappeared into the back of the room. A moment later, she returned with a very short, triangular, 3-legged stool, which she placed in the center of the room. She took a pinch from the contents of each pouch and ground it into the mortar, each time whispering some form of Anari incantation. Huon had trouble understanding. She poured each powdered herb into its own little stone cup, which she placed in the corners of the stool. That was done. She took a stone that resembled a snake head and circled it around the stool 3 times, uttering further incantations. Lastly, she poured the contents of each stone cup into another pouch and handed it to Huon. It is done. Have hands wear the pouch around his neck until the night Saluni lies in dark in the sky. So I guess the moon is called Saluni here. I'll have the remaining herbs as payment. Huon wondered how she knew the man's name, but decided not to ask. Thank you, he began, but the witch extended her arm towards the door. Good day to you, boys, she said, leading them out. Excuse me while I have other things to attend to. You know, we should find a place to camp and get some rest. Middle of the day. I don't know about that. Do we start taking, like, damage or anything? Maybe we're starting to run out of... Yeah, it looks like our stamina is starting to go down. Well, because I'm concerned that this mission may be time sensitive, I am not going to stop yet. It is the middle of the day. Not that it will be for long. The boys will be fine. I don't know how long it'll let me go before it just kicks me out. It might not be time sensitive. I'm just got my concerns. No, that's where we got attacked. Okay, keep going. Falling straight into ambush. Wasn't it down here? Am I going crazy? Don't really want to rest yet. I'm also like, did I go the wrong way? Here we go. Further out than I thought. Yes, I understand. They pushed the door up and stepped inside. Hans was still lying on the pallet. His breath was dragging, his skin pale. His wife looked past them. Did you bring a healer? Her hopeful expression clouded over when she saw them come alone. He brought this. Ewan took a pouch from his backpack, tied it with a leather cord, and handed it to her, repeating the witch's instructions. Have him wear it around his neck until the night saloony darkens in the sky. She stared at the pouch in her hand and looked up at Ewan, saying, "But will it work? Who gave you this?" "A healer," he replied simply, and then added, "Try to have faith as I told, and do as I told you." Soon, as the woman did so, the man miraculously opened his eyes. His visage turned a healthier color. The one gasped in surprise and hugged her husband fiercely. "Banner, see you?" She exclaimed excitedly. Ewan took a deep breath in relief, as did Sam, who incredulously witnessed the amazing recovery that had happened before him. "The gods are indeed on your side, boys," she said, tears of joy flowing down her cheeks. "Please stay a while. I'll give you a small parcel of silver and prepare some good rations for the road. It's the least I can do to help us." So hoping she might let us stay here, since the boys are tired here. So let's rest. Rest since a daybreak. Probably could have done guard shifts and been fine. That's okay. All right. Journal. Hans the farmer miraculously recovered instance after giving him the powder the witch prepared. I wish I knew how to prepare such a powerful healing charm. Well, you kind of do now. You just don't know the magic language yet. So, I suppose we just continue on this way. Oh, don't tell me there's a nice little camping spot here this whole time. Tent seems unoccupied, so I would take a peek inside, Ewan said. Ewan opened the tent flap. Inside was damp and smelled musty. The owner was probably long gone. Still, he searched the inside, hoping to uncover something of interest. Oh, there is some stuff here. From his backpack, Ewan wondered what was written on the yellowed piece of parchment. I don't know why this is here. Because I don't drag stuff there. It just represents that this is open, but this represents that this is open, right? Maybe we'll figure it out at some point. Can't interact with that, even though it's lit up. Ooh, there's a cave over there. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's see, boys. Lots of rations. Let's actually send some rations your way. Oh. The locals were taciturn about the cave's whereabouts, but I found it anyway. I've cleared the brush surrounding the entrance and took a quick look inside. Sadly, I only have a few torches with me, and those fools in Romar won't sell me any, so I won't be entering anywhere deep. Running out of light in there would be a death sentence. Okay, that is clearly instructional. 4 or 5 split of torches. I don't know if that's enough. Perhaps. Let's see. Let's see. F5 was a quick save, so let's drop a quick save and send it. Looks like the entrance to the cave is some side. Human shed. Shall we go and have a look inside? Ooh. Oh my god, you guys can't see anything. At least oh, you know what? This other monitor is like not right now. Okay, you guys can see stuff. Sorry, I had to drag my OBS window to the other monitor to see if you guys can see what's happening, because it's just black on the other screen because the saturation is off. But yeah. Got ourselves a cave. Very creepy. Oh boy. Who is this? Bleh, I got turned around a little bit. That's weird. An ethereal voice reverberated around the chamber. T. Osmani Kalani Zekti Postrum Jom Besti Dume. Urging Sam to put away the knife he had produced. Human bowed in front of the shrine and signaled his friend to do the same. Besti Men, Human whispered, and then lightly placed his index and middle finger on his forehead. Sam awkwardly mimicked the motion. Bear 2 gifts for you, Osmani, the voice said in common tongue. Then after a moment of silence, it spoke again. Faith and devotion is commendable, so I bind to you and grant you my eternal favor. While you may not yet realize it, we need your need of me shall be great. We will meet again. I'm assuming again. Just as it came, the voice echoed into nothingness. Hugh, what was that? Closing his eyes, Ewan took a deep breath and held it in. He let the newfound channel to the gods of magic seep intoxicating power into his being. He drew it in, drank from it, and made it part of him until the flow stopped and the balance was reached on both ends. Silamanus was his, and he was Silamani's. At last he released that breath and uttered a short prayer. Silamanus, besti him, lati... That's empty. Silamanus, you're talking weird again. The gods rarely come through. This clearly outside of dreams, especially those not versed in magic. You should be honored for this visit. Don't look at me like that, Hugh. You know godly affairs make me uncomfortable. And on top of that, I have no idea what just happened, so you better explain. What just happened is that Silamanus, the god of magic, has addressed us, and for some reason he's granted me an eternal favor. I can now channel spells through him. So I imagine that's one gift. What about the other one? Lack of respect for the gods will be your end, friend. One day, perhaps. At least I know how to stay clear of big holes in the ground. Can we go now? What's your hurry? Let's have a look around first. Kind of feels like we shouldn't open this, but chest was gilded and ornate, the wooden parts uncorrupted by the elements. Do we open it? Ewan said, licking his lips nervously. Is that a new spell, possibly? Oh. You examine the magic scroll with care. The thick, coarse parchment was tied with a colorful ribbon, held in place by a silver seal on which a single word was written, Mind Light. Ewan untied the colorful ribbon from the scroll and began to read. The incantation was rather complex, but eventually he committed the spell to memory. As if acknowledging his newfound knowledge, a cool flame engulfed the scroll, turning it to ash. Ewan learned the Mind Light spell. Let's see. I know I accidentally brought up the spell menu before, but I can't remember the hotkey. Ranar was the heal. Lagnash was our 5. Mind Light allows the caster and those nearest to him to see in the dark. Oh, there you go. Now if you guys couldn't see before, now you can. Wonder how long this lasts. Or like it's just as long as we're in here. Interesting. That guy to have gotten lost in here, though, is kind of embarrassing. It's not a very big cave. Feel like you could have figured it out. Ready to leave? Yes. All right. Continuing onward. Yeah, we could see the sun, so we could try to figure out if the road does anything for us or not. There it is. Okay. There's someone coming up on this. Looks like it doesn't make a difference. Kind of seem like you might just be a random encounter. Tent smelled badly. Humans searched through the contents and discussed. Nothing in here. It was an ordinary chest. Examining the massive iron-bound box, Human spied the brass plate on the front. Curiously enough, the riddle is inscribed on it. Most probable case, the owner forgot the combination. Whatever the reason, the curiosity to see what was in the chest quickly took over. He began pondering on the word that would open it. The toughly sealed lid. I sit up high. I shine with the best. Wars have been fought to decide where I rest. Through bloodlines I travel. The move I do rarely. Heavily I weigh upon those who wear me. Wars have been fought. Those like coins, maybe? No. I sit up high. I shine with the best. Stars? No. No S. Where's the been to decide where I rest? Through bloodlines I travel. That makes me think blood, but B is not here. Though move I do rarely. Heavy I weigh upon those who wear me. Crown? Yes, probably gonna be crown. There you go. That is not as much money as I thought it would be for a riddle chest like that, but that's okay. Random encounter time. Oh, couldn't you have fought Sam first instead of my wizard? Bonk. 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 He stood in silence, just moments before the enemy was trying to kill him, and now that the enemy had lay at his feet, he imagined the man to raise and grab him, or cry another "come on," but silence pervaded the battlefield. Today, he won the fight. Wonder if we shouldn't be killing people. Kind of like guard armor here. Let's see, it looks like traveler's rations. Are they all the same? Spoiled. Oh. Just trying to keep things spread out. Ah, there we go. Yes, Sam's our fighter, sort of. Not really. He's our rogue, but I guess we should look at like the description of the armor. Kingdom issued armor offered good protection for the foot soldier, consisting of long gambeson, chest plate, and a steel helmet, and a large round shield. Seeing as his stats changed, it doesn't show any stats changing though. Sarah is quite thirsty. I don't know if this rain debuffs us at all, but we have here. I have a feeling we're being watched. Yes, in a way. This was a temple once. A holy presence dwells within these ruins, but is faint, like a god. Yes, and if the temple wasn't desecrated, but was simply abandoned, the god would still reside here. His influence, however, would have diminished substantially if those who prayed him left. Give me a moment. Hewan knelt on the marble floor and closed his eyes in concentration. After nearly an hour, Sam pacing back and forth, Hewan stood up, shaking his head. Call that a moment. What were you doing anyway? I tried to contact him. He is a god, but his mind is so chaotic. I was constantly losing hold. Perhaps if I stayed here for a day or two, I might get a better understanding of his nature. To what end? I believe he is seeking help. I can't figure out what he wants. If I could help him, we might be able to get a favor in return. What do you say? Do we make camp? Sure. Feels like a waste of time to me, but I'm sure you know what you're doing. Hugh, I'll go pitch my tent. 2 days passed. During that time, Hewan spent day and night in deep meditation, taking no breaks to drink nor eat, while Sam attempted to wake him from the trance repeatedly, but to no avail. Resigning to the fact that it was better to leave Hewan in peace, Sam took the care of camp, foraged for food, and did whatever he could to keep boredom at bay. Finally, on day 2, Hewan awoke with a cough. Sam ran to him and helped him to his feet. Hugh, are you all right? How long was I out? 2 days. I was ready to knock you out of it with a club, but thankfully you woke up first. 2 whole days. I swear it felt like an hour and a half at most. So, learned anything on your little adventure? Not much, to be honest. I'm struggling to make any sense out of it. The guy I spoke to, or at least what remained of him, was so fragmented and incoherent it proved nearly impossible to understand. However, even though I wasn't able to learn his purpose, I learned his name, Tivin Dorsh. Certainly not one of the greater 18 we know of today, but I have a feeling that he was an important deity at the time of the Arnai. The day before yesterday, you said it was seeking help. Indeed, he's seeking his long-lost identity. Great, so we're dealing with a forgetful god. I suppose we don't get any reward out of this, do we? No, but if we find out who this god is and learn his history, I'm sure he'll be thankful. Priests could know something about him. Indeed, if they don't, the library at Suvith is sure to hold the answer. Should I really backtrack to the first temple, or should I just keep going and maybe find another temple? I do see a chest over here, though. Chest had no visible rock. Examining the tightly sealed iron-bound box, I marveled at its level of craftsmanship, particularly the word lock embedded in the clue plate on the front. There seemed to be no way of opening it. The thing, without circling the word lock, he knelt down and began pondering the riddle. Everyone stares at me in the morning. Although I stare back, I see nothing of thee. Similar we are. When you gaze upon me, be with me too long and you'll end up lonely. One stares at me in the morning. This makes me think of sunrise, or sunrise wouldn't fit, or the sun. Although I stare back, I see nothing of thee. What do you stare at the morning that stares back at you? Similar we are when you gaze upon me. Be with me too long and you'll end up lonely. ALPM. Well, morning almost fits in here. ESNR. I can't think of anything. Can't think of it. I have to think about that one. I want to say sunrise, but that doesn't fit there, so kind of anyone's guess. Sunset would, but it's not about sunset, it's about the morning. Probably south towards Avanmoor, but I think that's as far as Dina's will allow me to go in the demo. Know what you mean? She mean like that? Oh, Dana. Okay. So we may be close to done here. I don't know if I'm going to split the video off here or not. You guys will now know. And this is also where I would say, if you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. And then it would be where I would start saying, howdy folks, this is the Command Line Volpine here. Welcome back to Let's Play Call of Saregnar, where I may or may not have dropped a cut in the middle of that sentence. Let's see. I suppose we should camp. So I remember how. Do guard shifts till daybreak. It's a long time to sleep. I should have had a Ewan cast heal before he slept, because he regains his stamina when he sleeps, but he doesn't gain all of his health back necessarily. Let's see, gotta cast a spell. Probably check how hurt he is, 8 points. Spend 8 endurance to heal. There we go. Should have done that earlier, but it's fine. So we'll head back to this temple here. Maybe the priestess there will have something to say about the ruins that we found. But if not, it kind of looks like we may be done with the demo. We will see. Guess I haven't gone down that way. Not sure if there is anything down that way, though. It's like we can't even cross the river unless there's a cross point, so that's good to know. Let's see. I talk with the priest. Sure, dismiss someone. Sorry, but the priestess is feeling unwell and needs to rest. You'll have to return some other time. We may be done then. It's the farmer. This is extraordinary. While exploring a natural cave near Romar, we discovered an ancient shrine dedicated to Samanus, the god of magic himself. He spoke to us and he granted me a favor. Okay. This side's blocked off. Yeah, looks like it is probably going to be the case that we don't cut anything here, like we don't cut into 2 videos. It looks like there's not much left. Here we go. Always round and hollow I am. Those sizes and matters I come in many. A children's trinket or a lord's signet. It all depends, for I have plenty. Ring. Not a ring? Oh, I guess that was a different letter than N. It looked like an N to me, though. Oops. Don't need to do that again, I don't think. Right, that's cut off unless there's another way across. I don't think I see one, though. Yeah, all that we really left is to solve that final riddle. And we'll give it one more look, but my brain isn't firing enough on all cylinders to figure it out today, I don't think. Feels like it may be far beyond my power. Missed anything over here though, did I? No, it's just like a little pond. That was the cave. Got this chest. This chest was fine. Just this last one up here. Something you see at daybreak and stare at. It stares back, although it doesn't have eyes or something like that. Let's see. Everyone stares at me in the morning. Ceiling? Like when you wake up and you're looking up at the ceiling? Roof? That won't fit. Although I stare back, I see nothing of me. Mirror? It might be mirror. Hey, he's done it. Just needed a little break. Ooh, that's a pretty good amount, actually. Well, I believe that is everything in the game that I can find, at least. I haven't seen any loose ends that wouldn't let me go the other direction earlier when I tried. I don't know if now maybe we can, now that we finished the quest to heal that guy, but it didn't say anything about that last time, so I think we might be done with the demo here. It hasn't said so directly, but I think we are. But we are all out of time for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more for real this time. And until next time, I hope you have a good day.